All right, so let's look at multiple regressions now. Once again, make sure that data one is loaded in your global environment. Basically, it's the same thing. So you simply add more independent variables. So you see, for instance, here, CU1, I can even space it out a little bit so it looks nicer. You can always add spaces. It's perfectly fine if you're in this environment. All right, so this time I called it multi because it's a multiple regression, as I explained in the lecture. Boom, you put it there. It means that it ran, no error message. Excellent. If you want to get basic results because you want to simply write the equation, you can simply print. You see that here it reminds you of the formula, and you see it spaces everything nicely. It's very neat. Um, Coefficients of the intercept, and then the beta value for each um, independent variable. So each independent variable gets its own beta value, of course. So you could write um, CU1 equal 0.18 plus 0.11 times SASP1 plus 0.55 times SAS1 plus 0.28 times SAS2. And that's it. Or you can simply um, go for the full treatment and boom, you do the summary of the variable, whatever name you gave to the formula. See, formula is there. The estimates are here. Oh, cannot click on all of them, but that's the estimates right there. You saw them in the lecture. Um, that's a p-value right here. Okay, with the significance summarized here on the right. Earlier in my video, I didn't mention R squared, but you can find them here. P-values there for the overall model. Here, those are the p-values for each uh, independent variable. So this one is the p-value for the overall model. So make sure that it works. Next step. So here you will need to install a new package. Okay. So you have to start with that. Disclaimer, uh, when you install the package car was not really working well for me. I was not able to do it with install packages. So if it doesn't work for you, as it didn't work for me, simply go into packages. You see here I have car, and I downloaded it by clicking it into package. That's on install, and I typed car, and boom, then it found it, and I wrote install. Okay, and that worked. Actually, it bugged, but even though I stopped the process, it still went through. So again, I hope car works for everybody. It was a bit problematic, unfortunately. Um, all right. Then once you've installed it, you make sure that it's loaded, and you type simply the function VIF with multi, which is the name of the object that you created for the linear regression. And boom, here the VIF gives you these results as I explained in the lecture. 1.19 is good, 1.78 is probably problematic, and that might be due to the fact that those two SAS variables are too redundant. They mean the same thing, basically. Okay, so you should probably remove one of them. You might want to remove this one because the VIF is greater, so it means that it shares variance with both SAS2 and SASP1. So that's probably the one you should remove. And I think that even though it got 3 stars here, it got a good p-value. If you remove it, I think that the p-value of SAS2 will improve dramatically. Actually, you know what? Let's do it for fun. So let's say we remove SAS1. So we rerun multi, so it becomes a new multi. Okay. So this time you see that SAS1 disappeared. Okay, because we ran it without it. Summary will run also without it. You see, SAS1 disappears, and indeed, this time SAS2 is a lot more significant, simply because we don't have this problem of VIF anymore. Okay. Oh, boom. And you see that here they get the same VIFs because there are only two variables. Okay, so they always get the same VIF when there are only two variables. And that's it, that concludes it, because we cannot visualize um, 4D. You could visualize 3D, but that's with another package, and I don't want to give you a zillion different packages. So let's leave it at that for now. That's it. See you later.